What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Legends Class Gnaw, otherwise known as the Sharkticon. So, I'm excited about this guy. I found this at my local Walmart. These are about $10 a piece, the Legends Class figures, or they should be anyway. If you go to Toys R Us and you find them, you may have to pay the TRU premium price, but at $10, these guys make what look to be a possible really nice army builder figure. It'll of course depend on how I like them once I've actually got this guy in hand and seen, exactly how I feel about it. But on the outset, he looks like a pretty cool figure. He's got some nice paint apps going on here, and I'm excited to get him out of the package. So, obviously, he has his Sharkticon mode, his robot mode. He comes with a collector card here, and on the back, it's got a little blurb about the guy. It says, Autobots are the favorite food of this fearless Sharkticon. Not so fearless when Grimlock is growling down your face, but it's alright. This guy transforms in 12 steps, so he is part of a 12-step program, but don't let that fool you. I'm sure he's a great guy. We're going to go ahead, get this guy out of the package right now, and check him out in just a moment. Alright guys, here we have Gnaw the Sharkticon in his Sharkticon mode. But first, I want to show you guys very briefly his collector card. We do have a very nice image of Sharkticon, well, several Sharkticons on this card here. And we can flip it over onto the back here, and we can see that Gnaw is quite strong, and that's about it. He's got some decent firepower. Honestly, I feel 3 might be a little too high for intelligence on this guy. But, that said, it's your, once you buy it, it's your figure. You can do whatever you want with it and call him however smart or stupid you desire. Alright, so there is a slightly documented, not undocumented, but there's a feature here, and maybe you should go undocumented for Gnaw here. You can't open his mouth. He's got the rah, 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 rah. I messed up when I transformed this guy. I left his face facing forward. You can turn that around for transformation. It hides his head a little bit more. Not really a big deal for the purposes of this review. You guys get the idea. But yeah, here's Gnaw, and I'll show off the little thing in a minute, but here's Gnaw. He's got a little peg for a flight stand, should you so desire. He's got little feet with fists sticking off the back, and that's really the biggest bummer of this figure is the feet sticking off the back, or the fists sticking off the back of his feet. Other than that, he's a nice little figure, and you can actually move his head up and down as well, so you can open his mouth real wide to get to chomp on guys, and then close his mouth a little bit there to get to close his arms. Wiggle around a little bit here. They can rotate. His arms are his legs in this mode, and they're ball jointed at the shoulders or hips, and then again at the knees or elbows. So you got that going on. So, and then he's got his little tail, which doesn't move. It's just solid in place. But the feature here is that you can open his mouth. And you can see in there he's got a couple little pegs for a Titan Master to stand on. And I can't, for the life of me, figure out exactly what a Titan Master would want to do just standing on this guy's jaw. But, teach their own, I guess. Trying to get him kind of locked on there. There we sort of go. Huh. Yeah, it's a little tight. It's a little tight. It's a new figure, but basically you can get a Titan Master in his mouth. And I'm not sure exactly what you would want to do that for, but there you go. There you have it. Yeah. So you got that going on, and that's fun. Yeah, so he is a very small guy here. But to give you an idea of scale, here he is with Masterpiece Grimlock, which is one of the main reasons I would want to army build this guy, to have him go up against my MP figures. So obviously, Masterpiece Rodimus 2.0, or Hot Rod, is going to be rather large compared to him as well. So it doesn't quite fit on this this scale here with Hot Rod. But it looks decent with Grimlock, actually. So there is that. Just move him back a little further. Get this guy going. All that kind of good stuff. In any case, it's a really nice little figure. So let's get a move on and transform this guy. And to do that, it's actually quite simple. What we're going to do is we're going to open that jaw just like so. We're going to pull the tail out here. It's just held on by a little peg right there. I'm just going to lift the legs up and split them. I'm going to bring them down like that. We're going to bring the head up, and again, normally you'd have it just like that, so it's kind of sticking out just like sharp spines. But to bring that up, you twist that right around. You can see his head there. It's actually got some nice paintwork on it, which is really, really cool. We're actually going to bring these shoulders up, and they're going to lock into place in the proper orientation here. And just swivel the elbows around here. And we're going to bring the fin up against his back. Move the, well, before we move the arms, we're actually going to rotate the front of his shark face back like so, and those are going to become heels, basically, on his legs. And then we'll stand him up. And there we have Gnaw in robot mode. And we can stick this weapon in his hands. And he's happy to be alive. So here is Gnaw in robot mode, and it's a very nice little robot mode. It's got some nice color picked out on it, some purples, some pinks, blues. Very nice paintwork for a figure of this scale and price point, I have to say. I've got two different spots here for a flight stand, should you so desire, which is interesting. Probably so you can have, you know, Sharkticons jumping up all over the place, you know, in midair and fighting your various figures. But yeah, he's got some articulation going on here. His head does rotate around. You can get a little bit of upward lookingness, like so. And shoulders, of course, ball joints. Elbows, ball joints. He can get a lot of super deep elbow bend because of this kind of wonky shape that his forearm is. And honestly, that's probably the weakest point of this figure for me, is that kind of wonky elbow. But it does have 5mm ports underneath here, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what that's about. Maybe it's so he can like underwield his mace thing, but I'm not sure. Hips are on ball joints, a little bit limited just due to all the stuff on his legs, but you can get some nice movement out of that. And he's got a knee bend. It's not a whole lot of one, but he does have one there. And that's really all there is to him. He is very, very short. To give you an idea, here is well, I guess he's not that short. I think it's his stockiness that makes him seem shorter, but he is a little bit shorter than, well, maybe not. Maybe it's just the antenna that's kind of giving it away. But he is very stocky and very short. Again, we'll compare him with MP Hot Rod. That doesn't quite work on that level. Again, with Grimlock, it does look a bit better, just because everything looks better when it's small compared to Grimlock. But you know, it is what it is, guys. But honestly, for you know, for a $10 army builder figure, it's really a nice figure. I like the use of the clear green for the Sharkticon eyes, and I love how well it looks like the old cartoon movie version. You know, I think they did a great job of kind of capturing that aesthetic in a figure this size. Oop, sorry, there we go. And honestly, I think I will probably get at least 2 more of these if I can find them, you know, readily in stores. I would love to have, you know, at least 3 of these guys to kind of go after my MP8 and, you know, Fans Toys. Fans Toys Grinder. Whenever he comes out. But yeah. Whoops. Alright, arm. Leg. Let's sort our stuff out, huh? Shall we? There we go. And then just tab this. Move the fin up forward. And then just tab that. There you go. And now, yeah, the head is hidden. And there's no more, you know, robot head hiding back there in the mouth. So you can open it up all you want. And it's really nice. Look at, like, even the second layer of teeth is molded in there. Really, really nicely done job here. This looks like this was made by somebody that really, really enjoyed what they were doing. Even though, it was, you know, obviously they were on quite a budget, had to fit into a certain scale. But I would love to see this guy at a larger scale. Deluxe, you know, would be great. But for the meantime, I really do enjoy this little figure. I think it might be my favorite out of the wave, and that's saying something, because I think all 3 of them, Bumblebee, Kickback, and this guy, are all very solid figures. But I think just for the, you know, the paint work on him and the you know, just the clear homage that this is making, I think might just put it over the top for me as the favorite of the wave. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I will have more Transformers coming as soon as I can get that going. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.